Adobe is one of IBD's long-term leaders, meaning it's a company with a solid track record of strong, stable earnings and sales growth and stock action that outperforms the market over extended periods as well. So we wanted to check in with the software leader's Executive Vice President and General Manager of Adobe Experience Cloud, Anil Chakravarthy. Thanks so much for joining me today, Anil.
My pleasure. Thank you, Alyssa.
All right, so first, walk us through how the pandemic has shifted Adobe's priorities. 2020, of course, was a very monumental year and required a lot of companies to rework their strategy. So walk us through that for Adobe.
Yeah, when the pandemic hit, like many other companies, we focused first on our employee well-being and safety, making sure everybody was okay and well set up to work from home, and all of our 23,000 plus employees around the world, making sure that they were able to do that. And then we immediately turned to customers. One of the things that we had to do within the first couple of weeks was to turn our summit conference, which is our annual conference in Las Vegas for over 25,000 people, had to become virtual within a matter of weeks. So we had to go all virtual, and it started from there. And so one of the big things that we did was to really focus on what customers wanted to do with their customers. So our enterprise customers really wanted to focus on customer engagement, taking care of their customers, making sure that they were reaching out to them in a personalized manner, and adapting to the changed realities of not being able to interact in person and being able to arrange new ways of communicating and transacting with their customers. And that's really where we focus. So that was the adaptation. It went pretty quickly in 2020.
So let's drill down a little bit more about what Adobe is doing specifically to help its clients meet those new needs.
Yeah, so we focus within the Adobe Experience Cloud, we focus on three key areas: helping customers with their online and digital content and digital commerce, helping them with understand their customers with customer data and insights across the entire customer journey, and then managing that customer journey, the digital customer journey, as well as the customer journey that intersects with their online and offline presence. All of that we deliver out of a common platform called the Adobe Experience Platform. So we really help our customers engage with their customers and deliver that customer experience management through a next generation technology platform.
Yeah, customer experience management, so increasingly important in this digital age, and a lot of shifting habits for consumers over the last year. So how do you think Adobe's product line in the Experience Cloud can be differentiated from what other enterprise clients can get elsewhere?
Yeah, so first of all, let's just start with content. The content has to be personalized, it has to be relevant, it has to be at the right time, in real time, to the right customer or the right prospect, whether they are on a mobile app, whether they are on a website, whether they're talking to somebody from the company. You have to have the right content. And that is where Adobe is a clear leader. We also focus on turning every experience into potentially a shoppable experience. So how do you have the commerce well aligned with the content? So that's one of the key areas that Adobe focuses on, and a number of our customers have taken advantage of that. You then look at the entire customer journey end to end. When you look at the customer data, Adobe has long been the leader in analytics. When customers come to websites, what do they actually do on the websites? And how do you take that information when you look at our holiday index, or when you look at any of the transactions we have? We have trillions of transactions that customers are doing every month with us. And we enable customers to take advantage of that information and make sure that they have the right offer to the customer, whether it's the next best action in terms of helping the customer in their purchase, or understand what next best offer they can put to the customer, which is a personalized offer. So those are some of the examples of things that Adobe does that are very unique and that really help our customers engage with their customers, whether it's a B2B company or a B2C company, and do that, with adapting to the pandemic, so that you can do it both online and offline where it makes sense.
Right. So taking a step back here and talking about the cloud computing market and the digital transformation at the enterprise level, where do you think that we are in terms of the growth opportunity for that market?
We've obviously seen a huge increase in digital engagement and digital commerce, but we're still in the early innings. A lot of customers, and we've seen that, for example, take traditional retailers. We have a number of retailers that we work with who were still, they had an online presence, but they were still doing a lot of their business through their stores. And what we've seen now is an explosion of innovation where either their online sales have moved dramatically up, or they have a hybrid model where you can buy online and then you can come and pick up curbside, for example. These are all innovations that people have done just in the last year or so. And so we think we are still in the early stages of that explosion of digital commerce, digital engagement, and a new version of digital experiences.
So bringing it back to Adobe, from the Experience Cloud, where do you think from a business strategy perspective, are there more gains to be made?
Well, we focus on everybody from the largest enterprises. We serve pretty much everybody among the largest enterprises in every vertical, all the way down to mid-sized companies, because everybody needs that. So from Adobe's perspective, especially from the perspective of the Adobe Experience Cloud, we focus on helping any size company, any size organization, whether it's a B2B company or a B2C company, really put up that digital storefront, that digital front end that really helps them build that next generation of customer experience. And it's not just about the digital storefront. Based on Adobe's own experience with what we call our data-driven operating model, which is the entire customer life cycle from how they discover the company's products to how they try them, buy them, use them, and then renew them in a subscription manner. We help our customers with that entire end-to-end journey as well. So that's how we are interacting, and we are serving a very broad swath of customers globally.
Well, harnessing data is extremely important for any enterprise, and Adobe is definitely in the thick of that. So thank you so much, Anil, for your insights today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Hi there. Thanks so much for watching Investing Strategies on our YouTube channel. If you want more executive interviews and analysis of key trends to watch, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date.